because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Ready. Drill 52.
Love now to pass on first down. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
52 blaster. Ready.
Here's Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. And
the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Second and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He has it complete to Christian Watson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, go steal. Yellow.
In motion left goes Watson. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Love now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson with a first down carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Love, this is 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the pass. The football at their own 1-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Out of his end zone, Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down up past across the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Red, yellow. Ten cycles. Blue striker. Blasted. 6.
Jordan Love ready on first down here.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now 2nd and 3.
White blue. Red cycle. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Eagle blue. Black shot. Black ultra. Steel black. Set.
To throw now, here's Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yellow. Claws red. Green jack.
Throwing. Love. Open man left side. It's a tight end to Guara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
On the ready. Let's go. Go set. Hut, hut.
An inside give to Jones.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 more on that one and another first down.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Trouble 38. Hut.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. There he goes left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powering him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs,
A 14-yard touchdown.
and the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Claw, 10. Blue striker. Blaster, 6. Smash, red. Slice, blue. Cut, cut.
Love throwing for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, because
right?
you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Curt sets up to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
That is caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And we're back now in Charlotte.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Love's throw brought in by Watson.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receiver...
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. There would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Love now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
6, 7. Hey, cool. Belly. Dog red.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Anders Carlson to kick
Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
73.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
At the 46-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Fight, 97. Green Jack. Check view.
They'll drop to throw.
It's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Drill green. Ready.
Throwing. Love.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A handoff, Swift. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
In motion left goes Watson. Now swing pass for Dillon. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. In motion right, Dobbs.
Ready.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
3rd and long for Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big game.
Difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
He'll take it at the 42. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
56 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
In motion left goes Watson.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready?
Second down, Love. And this is incomplete.
Dropped incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Red, cycle.
On third down, Love. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The tackle that time by Jonathan Ford.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
38. White.
Here's Love.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10. Going back to Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. The 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12, 10, on the ball.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Love now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
52 blaster.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Striker, 3-3.
Love from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, 73.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
73.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ready. Black shot. Black ultra. Set.
Following the interception, Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yellow. .22 needle. Claws red. Green jack. Drill green.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Love to pass. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Love looking to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. Flushed out right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ten. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
To the air again, Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now 2nd and 9. Curt sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Second down. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like a turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And the opening kickoff will not be returned.